Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a union's energy update. I know I'm a little bit behind. I had client readings this morning, and then I decided to go for a little bit of water therapy, otherwise known as swimming. There's something about the water that is just so purifying and refreshing, and it feels so good, and yeah, so I did that. But we are going to be doing a union energies update, where I am going to be pulling just cards and seeing what we're channeling for the divine partners. And something's already flipped over here. Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. We're just going to see what we get. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support, your emails, your subscriptions to the Patreon. I appreciate everything so much. You're helping the channel grow. You're helping me to grow. This is an energy exchange, and I appreciate it so much. Okay, so here's the thing. As I shuffle, I want to tell you guys what's going on. I'm feeling good. I am feeling really good. I am just in this place of like high vibes today, and I wasn't here yesterday. I wasn't in a good place yesterday. Wasn't in a bad place. I've been worse. But yesterday it was a heavy energy, and it felt like, what did it feel like? Sunday, it felt like Monday, it felt like, I think I talked about this in the update that I did. It felt like I was swatting away old thought patterns. It felt like I was, like there were flies that were just kind of like buzzing around my head, buzzing around my mind, trying to bring me down, and I was just like swatting them away. And I realized there was no emotion attached to it. There was no fear attached to it. It was just old thought patterns that I just was, needing to combat, almost like a test, it felt like. Yesterday, I was feeling heaviness, a heavy energy. I was missing my divine counterpart, not to the point where I was grieving or anything, not to the point where I was, not. It was just a heaviness. It was just a missing him, just a missing him. If you guys know our story, we've been, it's in the Ascension Confessions playlist. You can listen to it there. But we've been with each other basically for the past 2 years, but it's been very in and out energy between the two of us. In and out energy, just wanting different things. And I came to this understanding and this realization that, I have to accept where we are, and my intuition and my belief and will always say that it feels like we're meant for more as far as that physical relationship, as far as like a romantic relationship. But because he's always going to be my divine counterpart, no matter what, no matter where we go, I believe that he is my divine counterpart. I know that he is. And we're always going to be connected through that love. And we're always going to be connected through everything that we've experienced together. The love isn't going away. In fact, it just seems to be deepening. I can't stop thinking about him. I can't stop loving him, nor do I want to. But we had reached this point where we kept separating and then coming back together, and then separating for weeks, and then coming back together, and then separating and then coming back together. With a lot of disappearing on his part, and a lot on my part, because I take accountability for my role and my actions as well. A lot of, I don't know if I can do this. Because when you're in love with somebody, it's very hard to have them just be your best friend. And that's what he wanted, and he is my best friend, but it's very hard to shut down those feelings. And I don't want to have to suppress my feelings. I don't want to have to, when you look at somebody all the time and you want to kiss them and hold their hand and just, not have to hold back. It's very difficult. And it reached this point where we came back together again. And that wall was still up. And, it made me realize that maybe we both just needed time apart. Because he had been saying that he can't give me what I wanted, which is that relationship. And I realized that I can't give him what he wants, which is just a friendship, because what I feel for him is so much more than friendship. And someday I'll be able to give that to him. Someday. But not right now, because my emotions for him and my love for him is just, it's rooted in friendship, but it's so far beyond friendship. And I can't give him that. And yesterday, what I was purging was, if I'm feeling the love for him and I know that he loves me, I truly believe that he has the same feelings for me. Why isn't that enough? Why am I not enough? It was feelings about worth. It was feelings about, why isn't he choosing me? What is it about me that he can't choose me? And I had to really dig deep, because that had been a recurring theme for me as far as my healing work. That had been past lifetimes, where it felt like I wasn't chosen. I dug deep into past lifetime healing. I dug deep into, I went back to my ex. I went back to my childhood. I even went back to God. And for a moment there, I got so angry at God because I kept saying, is there really such a thing as unconditional love, or are we all just in service to God? And I wrote my way. I wrote my way back from that, because it almost felt like, are we even being used by God? Like, are we even being, like, because we're light workers, we're a mission, we're in service to divine, to the source, to source energy, to the divine. So is there such a thing as unconditional love even? And what I wrote back to was a resounding yes, just a resounding yes. Because if you strip away everything, if you strip away all the work that you do, if you strip away everything that you have, all you're left with is yourself. All you're left with is your soul. And God loves that. And your divine counterpart loves that. I don't give a crap about the twin flame label. I don't care about, all of this. I love it. I'm glad to be of service. But at the end of the day, I don't care about any of it. What I care about is the love. What I care about is the love between me and my person and me and other people, the connections that are made. And the twin flame label, that doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Divine counterparts aside, like, I love him because he is my person. Like, I just love him because of who he is. Strip away everything, and him just standing in front of me as he is, that's what I love. And I was looking at it through Source's eyes, and I heard, do you see, Susan? Do you see that this is how I love you? Source saying, this is how I love you, just because of who you are. And that's how Source loves all of us. And that's how we're learning to love everyone as, as one, as this unity consciousness. And I even wrote down yesterday, I'm looking at my journal, I even wrote down yesterday that I don't need him to choose me, because I know that we're always going to choose each other in some way or another. Like, we're always going to be bonded. We're always going to have each other's backs. We're always going to be best friends, no matter where we are, no matter what we do. We're always going to have that love between each other. And as I was writing, as I was journaling, I at the end of that, I wrote my way back to myself. I wrote my way back to love, and I said, you know what? I choose me. That's what it comes down to. I will always choose me. I will always choose my happiness. I will always choose myself, because I want the greatest things for myself. And you should always want the best for you. You should always want the best for yourself. You should always want happiness for yourself, because this is your life. This is your life. And the happiness that you feel for yourself, the happiness that you feel inside of yourself, it lights you up. And that happiness, when you meet another person, it just is an extension. That person, they're not your happiness, but the happiness that you feel with them is just an extension of the happiness that you feel inside. And I don't think I ever truly, I knew that, but I never fully understood that. I never fully felt that. It didn't fully anchor in until just recently, until these past few weeks, where I realized that there's love between me and him no matter what, because of the love that, just exists between us, and that I can be happy no matter what. I'm always going to want him. I'm always going to love him, but wherever we go, like, we're still together. We're still together. I mean, that's this connection. That's this spiritual bond. That's the depth of this love. And when you anchor in there, you feel it. You feel them with you all the time, all the time. And it's almost like the 3D doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. What matters is, what are you doing to focus on your life? What are you doing to raise your vibrations? What are you doing to live your best and happiest life? Are you happy? Are you happy? Because that's what matters. That's what matters. Everything else is just bullshit. Everything else is just gravy. What matters is, how are you making yourself happy? What are you doing to make yourself happy? And so I woke up this morning, and so a lot about choice, a lot about choosing. And, for me, I always choose my divine masculine. And I was really in pain yesterday because I felt like, again, he wasn't choosing me. And that was my abandonment wound. That was my rejection wound that went all the way back to God. And, but I worked my way through that. I healed that. I realized that, we're made in the divine's image. Of course, he's always going to love us unconditionally. That is what unconditional love is. And, it's acceptance, and it's non-judgmental, and it's always forgiving. And that's how I feel for my divine counterpart, loving him exactly as he is. And I realized that I had to accept and respect where he is, which is just not ready for a relationship. And maybe we'll have that, and maybe we won't. And, that's the unfolding. That's what remains to be seen. But that's where trust comes in. That's where trust comes in. Trust for source, trust for the universe, whatever it is that you want to call it. Just trust that whatever comes, 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, whatever comes, you're meant to be happy. You're meant to be happy. And you have the power to manifest your happiness, your own happiness. And yeah, so I lied about choosing, and I woke up this morning, and I had one phrase in my mind, in my head, and I'm gonna wait till the end to tell you, because I want to see what the reading brings out, because they were telling me it's the title of this video, so I want to see what the reading comes out with first, and then I'll tell you what that phrase was. I actually wrote it down. And we'll title it as this video, so you guys probably already know if you're watching the video. But yeah, so I want to see what happens first. I want to see what we got here first. So let's get to it. Let's get to some union energies. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes I talk. If you're new to the channel, sometimes I talk and share my my story. But my experiences, I'm part of this collective too. I'm going through this transformation right alongside you guys. I'm right there with you guys, and part of my, there's a reason. I start channeling as soon as I hit record. So there's a reason why I'm called to share the things that I'm called to share. Either it's going to resonate with you or connect with you, or it's a part of what's going on in the collective. I don't know. I usually don't know until the reading, but there's usually a reason. So stick with me. Just hang in there with me. I really appreciate that you are. All right, you guys. Let's get some cards here. Spirit, let's get union energies for the divine masculine, divine feminine. What's going on? What's going on? How are they feeling? What's going on in this collective? What's going on? Union energies. I'm not taking half the deck. I'm not taking half the deck. Am I not meant to use this deck? There we go. There we go. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Oh, this is divine masculine, divine feminine energy is what I'm getting. Now, these are not counterparts, as in they're not from the same suit, but I'm getting this is divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Divine feminine in Queen of Swords energy. Now, remember, gender is not specific here. Divine feminine in her Queen of Swords energy. She is wanting communication. She is wanting direct communication. She's cutting out anything that isn't serving that communication that she wants, anything that isn't serving her best and highest good, anything that isn't clear is what I'm hearing. Anything that isn't providing her with the clarity. It's almost like she's fed up with the confusion. She's fed up with the chaos, any conflict, and she's just cutting all of that out. And anything that does not have direct communication, she's just like, nope, I'm over it. Cutting that out. I want clarity. I want clarity now. It's a time for clarity. And actually, what they're telling me is, I don't know, I think we just moved into Leo season. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not entirely clear about that, but the energy that I'm getting is over the next few weeks, things are going to be clearer. Like we are going to have answers, whether from our divine counterparts or from spirit itself. The energy that I'm getting is, it is a time for clarity. It is a time to put the confusion and the chaos to rest. It is a time for clarity. That's what they're telling me now. So, divine feminines, clarity's coming. Clarity's coming. Whether that's through dream state or meditations or through direct communication with your divine counterpart, there's I'm hearing answers will be revealed. Answers will be revealed. So take that as it resonates for you. Divine masculine in their King of Wands energy. And this energy has actually been coming up a lot for clients. This is confidence. This is, I'm hearing standing their ground, stepping up into who they are, a place of authority, a place of action, and passion, feeling the passion. And I'm hearing that the passion is actually what is moving them forward towards being able to communicate more clearly, towards being able to provide the answers that the divine feminine is speaking. So action, passion, and communication possibly coming. So that's positive. That's good. Who's going to complain about that? What do we have for union energies here? You guys, I'm being called to say, give a listen. I think it was either weekend update or last week's union energy update. I'll research it and put a link in the description box below. But they were actually telling me a story about where the divine masculine is. It was actually a full story about what they've experienced, leading up to the end, which was a tower moment, which was really positive energy. I've never experienced that positive. Oh my God, look what had flipped over. Four of Wands. I just took a peek at it. I'll get to that in a second. It was the most positive tower moment energy I've ever had. The card itself was the most positive energy I've had from the tower card. And it was giving me an energy of breakthroughs, of epiphanies, light bulb moments with regards to this connection. And then we had the outlier, which was the Fool card, new beginnings, ready to take that leap of faith. That's the energy that I'm getting here. They are on the brink. They're ready to take that leap of faith because they want happiness for their lives. The Four of Wands came out. They want this joy. They want this celebration. They, too, want to cut out anything that isn't serving them. They, too, want to take action for their lives, want to step up into a place of authority, no longer letting people control them, no longer letting people manipulate them, no longer staying stuck in stagnant situations is what I'm hearing. They are ready to move forward with their lives, and they're feeling passion for you, Divine Feminines, and they're feeling passion for their lives, which is amazing. That's amazing energy because, that's how you should feel for your life. You should feel joy in your life. You should feel happiness in your life. You should feel a passion for your life. So really beautiful. And then what came out in that reading as well, I asked for what was to come from everything. And it was 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and it was... I forget what else came out, but I think the Four of Wands card came out as well. I mean, it was the most incredible reading I think I've ever had on the channel, and really, really something to see the whole picture. They told me the entire story, the big picture here, and look where we are. Look where we are. Communication coming, clarity coming, taking action. I'm also hearing taking action with regards to this relationship, making this more of a priority, focusing on this. Where before they couldn't focus on this because I'm hearing the word distracted, almost like they were distracted by other situations. Now they are focused on this relationship because they understand its importance and they want to take this to a higher level. Now, whatever that higher level of commitment means for you, maybe they're just putting in the effort more. Maybe they are being more affectionate. Maybe they're being more appreciative if they were I'm hearing disrespecting you, disrespecting the relationship, disrespecting the connection in any way, a lack of communication, a lack of stability, a lack of security around this relationship. However that's resonating for you, they want to put in the effort. They want to feel the joy in this connection again. They want to celebrate with you and feel playful with you and just enjoy your company. And they want to put in the effort and commit to this connection. Understanding the nature of this connection, understanding the nature of this love now, they want to commit to this and put in the effort. I keep hearing meeting each other halfway. It was you, divine feminines especially, were some divine masculines, I want to say as well, because I know divine masculines are watching this channel as well. So take it as it resonates for you. But majority divine feminines in the collective were going beyond, above and beyond. And you were really carrying this connection. You were carrying the weight of this connection. And I'm hearing no longer. They're wanting to put in the effort, wanting to communicate, wanting to be more affectionate, wanting to spend quality time together, just wanting this higher level of understanding, this higher level of commitment for this connection, really making the effort to bring this into balance is what I'm hearing. Bring this into balance. Spirit, what else do you have to say about what's going on with the union energies here? Yeah, Ace of Wands. I'm hearing this is the wand that the King of Wands is holding. This is the new beginning. He's holding, he's holding the new beginning in his hand. It's right there in the palm of his hand, and he's just getting ready to step forward with it. He's still sitting on his throne. He hasn't stood up yet. He hasn't taken action yet. He's still, I'm hearing, figuring things out. He's still kind of mulling it over in his mind. He's made a decision. Like, he wants this. He's feeling this. He's feeling the flood. Listen to the rising through the flood. He's feeling the flood of emotions. That dam has broken. The heart chakra is open. The love has burst through. He's feeling the full force of this love, feeling the full force of this connection, the full force of emotion. But it's almost like he's having this break. It's almost like he's just, okay, let me just sit back, take a minute, and just think about what action I want to take. Because I do want to take action. I just need to think about what action I want to take. And it's right there in the palm of his hand. Like, see, the wand is right there in his hand. This is This is passion. This is action. This is this fresh start. He wants this fresh start. He's just figuring out, as he's gone through this metamorphosis, they showed me the butterfly here, as he's gone through this metamorphosis, he's just trying to figure out how to bring this in. Because, divine feminines, you're a little bit in this energy. You're kind of in this no-nonsense energy. So what I'm actually hearing from Spirit is, this is good, that you're setting your boundaries, that you're rising into your power, that you're not taking the bullshit, that you're not putting up with things that are toxic to you. Behaviors, patterns, thoughts, beliefs, people, places, things, whatever it is, that you're not putting up with toxic behaviors anymore. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. But I'm hearing kind of soften your energy a little bit. Get back into the divine feminine flow. Get back into receptive energy. Because divine masculine, I'm getting the feeling that they're feeling this, I'm ready, like, off with their head kind of energy. Like, I'm ready to just, if he's not coming in right, I'm cutting him off. Like, that kind of energy. I'm getting, like, soften the energy. Now, that is, we're talking energy here. We're not talking, like, when I say soften the energy, I'm getting the feeling that some of you might be like, I don't want to, be a doormat. I don't want to be walked all over. That's not what I'm saying at all. When I'm saying soften the energy, I mean get back into your place of surrender to the divine, trust in the divine, keep focusing on yourself, keep standing up for yourself, keep setting your boundaries and maintaining those boundaries, but receptive mode, into a place of allowing, into that nurturing feminine energy. Male or female, doesn't matter, it's the energy, back into that nurturing feminine energy, balancing out your emotions, I'm also hearing, and into a place of maturity with your emotions, into a place of maturity with regards to being open to receiving, being open to allowing whatever it is that wants to come in, because your divine masculine wants to come in. flow. It's all about flow. And we've been channeling this for the past few weeks. It's the infinity symbol, infinite love. Love is a constant flow of give and receive and give and receive. And you have to get into that flow. So step back into your divine feminine energy and step back into that flow and that receptive mode. Okay. What else do we have? Spirit, what else do you have? That's not funny. Hold on, I just dropped the half the deck. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. Did I miss anything? No. We're going to make this, what time is it? Okay, we're going to make this a quick one. I'm going to get some romance angels, get a few more cards here, get some romance angels. I'm not feeling a whole lot of energy from the tarot today. I feel like what's coming out is all that needs to be said. I'm going to get some romance angels, and then I'll end with messages from my own message deck. And Friday, we will be back with a divine partnership reading. The divine partnership reading, we look at the union energies. We channel a lot just with 3 cards, just with the union energies. Nothing wants to come out. Divine masculine, divine feminine, and the union, how they're relating to each other. And then we go over to the Patreon for an extended reading. And if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, we have all the extended readings plus a ton of exclusive readings. I'll also be doing if not a pick a pile, then a love reading over there. We'll use all of my love decks and as an exclusive. I'll be doing that tonight. So it should be up by tomorrow on the channel, on the Patreon. For $11.11 a month, you can unlock all of the extendeds for the month, all of the exclusives that I put up for the month, and all of the past content as well. So a ton of content there for the Patreon. I'm going to take that as well. All the information is in the description box below, at the link below. And thank you to those of you who are supporting my channel in that way. I'm really happy to be providing you with more content as thank you for that, for your subscriptions. Okay, so what came out was the Ace of Swords, the Star, and I also took the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Two messages coming forth with the Four of Pentacles energy here. There might still be some guarded energy, which is this Queen of Swords energy, which is why Spirit is saying soften the energy, because I feel like there still might be some guardedness here. I had channeled that for 2 clients this morning, that they were feeling kind of a guarded energy, almost like they were a little bit afraid when the Divine Masculine came back in. Is it going to be the same? Sorry, it's my dogs. You guys, thank you so much for the comments about my dogs. I love that you love them. If you follow me on Instagram as Susan Dawn Spiritual, I will make sure to put up a picture of them so you guys can meet them. Because you always hear them barking. The second energy that I'm getting is that this is all about foundations. 4 being a number of foundations. This is about creating a more stable foundation, creating a more secure foundation, one of value. And so we have the Ace of Swords here and the Star card. This is bringing in your manifestations, bringing in your wishes for communication, for clarity. All about clarity today. Really interesting energy. All about clarity and a new foundation in communication. It's not going to be the withholding energy that there was before. It's not going to be the in and out energy. It's not going to be the expression of love and then you pull back. Whatever the situation is for your dynamic, it's going to be different. Communication is going to change because you both wanted to change. You have both been healing this. Look at all the blue here. This is throat chakra energy as well they're giving me. You have been healing this. You have been wanting to express yourselves, not wanting to hold back anymore. This is healing energy. This is also a wish. You have both been wishing on this same star, and now that manifestation is coming true for that new beginning and for a more stable foundation, for this Four of Wands commitment, ready for the passion, ready for the action, ready to communicate and to take action for this connection. Okay, let's get some romance angels. Hold on, I want to get the cards first. I'm picking up on some energy, and I just want to get the cards first. Let's get a couple. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, I'm going to take these three. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? Separation. Do you see how pained he is here? He's holding his heart here. I'm feeling like this is the divine masculine. The pain of the separation. He is feeling this. If you guys are in no contact or limited communication, if you guys haven't been seeing each other, whatever the situation is, everybody's situation is going to look a little bit different, but you're both feeling this. You're both feeling the pain of being apart physically. Now, you have to go within and understand that you're never apart, ever. Because of this love, you are one. You are always divinely connected, connected through the heart space, connected through this love. But it is the pain of being physically apart, and he's feeling this as well. And I'm getting the energy that this separation is coming to an end. And it's going to feel different. It's not going to be that hot and cold energy, because you do have fire energy here. You do have passion, and that's where it is. That's where it is. The title that I woke up with, the download that I woke up with, was DM choosing to stay. And I wrote that down. See? DM choosing to stay. He's making that choice. He's making that choice because he doesn't want that hot and cold energy either. Your divine masculine didn't want to be in a place of resistance. He didn't want to be blocking this connection. He has always, Spirit is saying, he has always wanted this connection. He just didn't know how to accept this connection because he had never felt this before. And if you watched my past readings, you know that we've channeled that before, that this connection was overwhelming, because this love can be overwhelming, especially when you don't know how to receive that love, especially when you're not in a place of self-love. And divine feminines, have compassion for your divine masculines, because once upon a time you were there as well, where you were not able to receive that love, because you were not being able to receive love for yourself or from yourself. It was a lack of self-love. They're open to this now. Their heart has been activated. They've been feeling the flood of emotions, and they can't deny it anymore, nor I'm getting do they want to, because they understand the joy and the happiness, and they're showing me the Sun card, just the peace that you bring to them, the peace that you bring to their life. Where once upon a time, they may have blamed you for everything going wrong in their life, because it was almost like, okay, when this connection started, when I met her or him, that's when my life went to hell. And divine feminines, it felt like that for you too, but you understood this connection on a different level. You saw the blueprint. You found twin flames, you found ascension, you found soulmate energy. Like you found the blueprint, the information that helped to guide you. You found your soul tribe that helped you through this. Divine masculines, they didn't have this. Divine masculines, they had you as their guiding light, and only you. And part of the reason why they were resistant, part of the reason why they were blocking their heart, was because they didn't know what was happening. They felt this love, they felt this connection, but they didn't fully understand it, nor were they able and willing to receive it yet, because it just wasn't time. It just wasn't time for them. They had to go through their own healing, just like you had to go through your healing. And now what happens is you come back together and you heal together. And as you heal together, you come into this place of harmony and balance and peace and joy. And that itself is union. That itself is union. So this separation is coming to an end, and your divine masculine is choosing to stay, because what we have is chemistry, true love, and heart-to-heart conversations. They are feeling not just the chemistry. Chemistry, I don't really like that word. It's deeper than that. It's because you can have chemistry with everybody. It's deeper than that. It's that soul connection. It's that divine connection, and you know it when you feel it. It is that magnetic pull towards one another. It is that magnetic pull that you understand, you see the truth of this person, you see them standing in front of you, and you see them as the past, present, and the future, and you accept them as a past, present, and the future. And not only that, but you accept them for who they are right now in this moment. You see them and understand them for who they are in this moment. You love them for who they are standing right in front of you, and you also have the gift of seeing who they can become. And that's vice versa. They see all of you as well. They see beyond your mask. They see the truth of you. They see the soul of you. They see you in this moment, accept you, and love you in this moment. And they see who you are becoming. That's the gift of this connection. Seeing the soul of each other, accepting each other, loving each other. And as you do that, you are magnetized towards each other, because this is, nope. because this is true love. This is true love. This is the divine love. This is that sacred love. Sacred is such a beautiful word. That is the respect that this connection really deserves, because it is sacred. It is something to be treasured. It is something to be honored. It is something to be treasured. I said that. It is something to be cherished. This is true. This is this love, and we always get Trinity energy. It is divine masculine, divine feminine, and God itself all working as one, all merged as one, looking at each other through the lens of God, the lens of source. This is unconditional love. This is true. This is real. And they're understanding this, and they want to have that heart-to-heart conversation about everything that they've been through and their understanding of this connection. I'm also getting that they want to talk to you about this connection. They want to learn more from you, is what I'm getting. I am getting that there might still be some blocks. They might not know how to start. Remember the energy of they don't know how to quite start the conversation, but they're thinking about it. They want to come forward and have this conversation, have this communication, and speak clearly with you, speak honestly with you. They want to express themselves now that they are understanding that they can be authentically them, that they can feel all of their emotions and be safe to feel their emotions, where before possibly they were holding back because they didn't feel safe in this love. They didn't feel safe in themselves. They didn't feel safe in their emotions because of past pain. They had experienced heartbreak, or they had experienced trauma, or they experienced a lack of love, abandonment, rejection, that caused pain, that caused heartache, and it didn't feel like it was safe for them to love again. Now they're understanding that this is a safe connection because this is a sacred connection. And they want to communicate this now. They want to understand more. They want to express themselves more. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful energy. They're feeling all the feels. They're feeling all of their emotions, and it's really beautiful energy. It's really beautiful energy. Because they're open to their emotions now. It's no longer the blocks. It's not the blockades anymore. Okay, I'm gonna just get a couple of messages using my own. It's kind of rudimentary, but my own message deck that I created. Let's get just a couple of messages, and then we'll close out. I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna take these. You're my lighthouse, guiding me to shore. Yes. What did I say? You have been guiding them. You have been their light. In all of the darkness, their thoughts of you and the peace and the joy and the happiness and the love that you bring to their life, even if they were in a state of blaming you, it was just because they were projecting. It was just because they weren't understanding. But make no doubt about it, in their heart, they always felt that you were their lighthouse. They always felt that you were their lighthouse, just like you were always theirs. You've always been theirs. They've always been yours. it's a time for reflection. The energy that I'm getting from this card is this. They are going within and thinking about, how do I take that step forward? How do I make that new beginning? That Ace of Wands energy. How do I, feeling all these emotions, feeling all this passion, wanting to move forward in my life, how do I take that first step towards this new beginning? That's the pause that they're having right now. They're just going in a time of reflection, just in reflection mode, but they're wanting to step forward. They're making the decision, I'm hearing, to step forward. What flipped? I love you beyond measure. That's beautiful. And the bottom of the deck, we have, my romantic feelings are growing for you. And also, allow this love to unfold perfectly. We're actually going to end with this. So, they love you. They love you. Go within and feel this love. Unguard your heart and allow this. Get into receiving mode to allow this, because they do have growing feelings for you, just as you do for them, wanting to express that. But step into a place of, it's 4:44 right now. Beautiful. Allow this to unfold perfectly in perfect divine timing. You are exactly where you're meant to be, exactly when you're meant to be. Just keep staying in this place of surrender. And when you fully trust in Source, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry, because you know that you're exactly when and where you're meant to be in every single moment. And in every single moment, you're appreciating the journey for what it is. Appreciating the journey. Having excitement and anticipation for the future and your manifestations and what's to come, but appreciating every single moment of your life. That's where happiness comes from. That's how you raise your vibrations, through that gratitude, through that happiness, through enjoying your life. And that is how this continues to unfold. That is how you magnetize back towards each other, through loving yourself, through happiness, through just enjoying your life, and having this place of, this sense of knowing that no matter where you are, you're always going to be connected, and you're always going to come back around to each other. Always. That's this connection. That's this connection. The love is always going to be there, no matter what it looks like on the 3D. The love is what is true. The love is what is real. And the love is what remains. So, however this unfolds for you, whatever your relationship looks like in the future, I don't know what my relationship is going to look like in the future. I still don't know where he kind of stands, but I'm accepting where we are, and just in a place of stepping back so that we can both figure out what it is that we want. And that's, appreciating every moment, appreciating every day, and always having love for one another. That doesn't go away. It just doesn't go away. But you have to allow. You have to allow, because your life, not just this relationship, but your life is unfolding perfectly and divinely. So keep trusting in that. Keep trusting in Source. Keep trusting in yourself. And keep trusting that your divine masculine, when they do come back, they're going to choose to stay. They're going to choose to stay. Because, I just heard, because you're choosing yourself. Because you're choosing yourself. And as you choose yourself, you choose each other. And is there anything more beautiful than that? All right, you guys. We'll be back on Friday with the Divine Partnership reading. Possibly we'll also have a pick pile tomorrow. I'm not sure. Definitely we'll have something for you Patreon subscribers, so make sure you check that out. And make sure you stay tuned for the daily energy draws as well. Send you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you soon.